Hellraiser Wednesday continues. However, we're moving away ever so slightly from the Hellraiser Cenobites, and for the next few weeks we will be discussing and explaining the Tortured Soul Cenobites. Though widely considered Cenobites, especially in design, they do in fact have their own universe and world. Set within the Primordium, a monarch-governed city, complete with its own twisted horrors and grotesque flayed flesh creatures. As some background, the toy line was distributed and created by McFarlane in 2001. Designed by none other than Clive Barker, of course. There were two series of figures, Tortured Souls and Tortured Souls 2, The Fallen. Each figure came with its own individual character backstory, connecting to a novelette. Some of the later figures were not as fleshed out, pun intended, but Clive Barker did sign a deal with Universal Studios to direct a film set within this universe, titled Tortured Souls, Anime Damnate. Currently, nothing has come from this, though the project is still considered to be in development. Personally, the toy line themselves are exquisitely designed, horrific figures, amazing in concept and execution. I actually had one of these back when I used to collect figures and wasn't even aware of its history and connection to Hellraiser and Clive Barker. If you can find them, they're definitely worth a look in simply due to their design. That being said, today I want to cover one of the more unique of the Tortured Soul Cenobites, Dr. Talisac. Originally he was titled The Fix, Surgery Gone Wrong. He is, as the name suggests, a doctor who fell to the bizarre and grotesque side of science. Becoming all consumed with his experiments, he decided he would become one himself. Now he hangs from his face, a series of hooks dig into his mouth and have him dangle from a long arm attached to a wheeled base unit. He dangles above spikes, precariously and dangerously, never allowing himself to leave. Perhaps the most unique and horrifying feature of the Great Doctor is that through science, he has in fact become pregnant. But not with what you would call a typical fetus. Hanging from between his legs, where his genitals should be, is a clear sac. The good doctor saw fit to create a child, a being called the Mongoloid. Born of science, the beast is his virgin birth. His child, and it is the second coming, or so he hoped. As the Doctor hangs, the contraption which contains him is also his source of nourishment. He has an intravenous bag of what is assumed to be a combination of blood and various nutrients, for both him and his child. The bag is connected to him via various tubes, and he even has surgical tools hanging in close proximity to him via chains, again, so he may continue his work. Whether a part of his experiment or done for some twisted, sadistic pleasure, Dr. Talisac has various parts of his body entirely skinned. Why this isn't clear, though it could be that for his virgin birth to take place, he had to provide his very own flesh to breathe life into the Mongoloid. Interestingly, the Doctor in this state is heavily reliant on protection, for him and indeed his unborn child. His work is so valued though, and his creatures so horrifying, he's been allowed to remain and continue his experimentation on himself with protection and guards. As stated, though they aren't directly in the Cenobites world, they are widely considered and called the Tortured Soul Cenobites. So I thought as YouTube continues to demonetize my Hellraiser videos the moment I title them Hellraiser Explained, or indeed have any mention of Hellraiser in the meta tags, I would take a small step away and into an equally interesting and horrifying universe that I feel should have some light put on it as well. So, have you heard of this toy line? If not, follow the Amazon affiliate link in the description box and check them out. If you choose to purchase anything, although it doesn't cost you anything extra, it helps support the channel and the work I do here, which is massively appreciated. Either way, and as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. And if you want to see more Hellraiser and Tortured Soul related videos, then hit that subscribe button to stay notified of all my future content. If you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving it a like and also sharing it, as that really does help the channel out. I've been Mr. Age, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comment section.